I realized in December that I couldn't do, used to be an IT project manager, and I realized I couldn't do it anymore. So throughout December and January and a little bit of February, I was talking to our HR team and our recruitment team to see if there's another role within my company that I could do with my skills. And the feedback from them was, no, not really. Then I got the information about the Core Confidence, Acts of Confidence program. And I thought, well, if I'm going to have to reinvent myself, build a whole new career, this is the perfect time to do the program, because I will learn everything that I need to do and to make a success of because it's a big scary thing, and I like the idea of having the support during that process. I realized that all of the things that we were talking about, I could apply in my new job and ask for what I want, make sure people understand my limitations, ask for help, offer help. Module I struggled the most with, as it happens, is the last one around brand and presence. So I need to have a presence, I need to stand for something. It's just been so enlightening and so empowering. And even if you just want to stay where you are, but make yourself a bit more visible, you can absolutely use everything that you learn. The things that I found most valuable was that with every module that we did, before when we started it, I think, oh no, I know this stuff. I've done this stuff. This is not a problem. And then you still do the work. And then I realized, well, actually, there's so much more to it. And it's really made a huge impact across my entire life, is the concept of the cost of not making a decision, of not taking action. Because if I had waited a week longer before I had started this process within my company to find another role, I would have missed it. And then third one would be the value of asking for help. I've met quite a few people in my current role because I've asked for things, or I've said, I don't really know how this works. So it helps to keep you a little bit honest. Because if you do the Wednesday Q&A, and then if you know that there's going to be people talking to you on Friday about what if you've done, have you had any issues, did it work, then you do make sure that you actually do something on Thursday. Yeah, it's a really great system. I absolutely think this is one of the best things that I've ever done, and I really wish I could have done it 20 years ago. If I'd had the knowledge then that I have now, I would have done more to actually build a network of people around me to support me, to understand, and I would have been a lot better at stakeholder management. There was the balance between you watch the videos, you read what you need to read, you go through the workbook, you think about it, you spend time on it. That I thought was very valuable. And that ties into the emphasis that you put on self-care and on resilience, and not just you need to be resilient, but this is what it actually means. And you need to look after your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions. I think it would be really useful for people in that 40-45 age bracket, as you say, who've sort of got to a stage where they've been doing this job for 20 years. The kids are now grown. What do they do? Because what it will force them to do is look at their lives, look at their careers or their jobs very critically. And is this still something that I want to do? I've been doing this one thing for so long, and the thought of moving outside of that safety zone scares them. So they're miserable, but they're too scared to move. And everything from the beginning with the values discussion, as you go through the other modules, everything will help them to identify, well, do I want to stay in this role? Don't I want to stay in this role? What else do I really want to do? What's my passion? What makes me happy? And they will most likely then be talking, because they're in the program, talking to other women who will say, well, actually 3 years ago I chucked it all in and I'm now doing this and it's fabulous. And that whole thing of, well, if she can do it, I can do it. Even if you're not looking for career advancement, just to know, just to be aware of where you are at and what you can do to change that if you need to, I think will be hugely important.